Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. So recently I noticed a new zombie survival game, and yes, I know we have far too many already. However, this one seems a little different to the rest, so I was very intrigued. It is called Dead Matter and is currently being kickstarted and created by a studio out of Calgary, Canada called Quantum Integrity Software. They originally released this as a mod for Crisis 2 back in 2013, and it's now becoming a standalone game. So, Dead Matter is a zombie sandbox survival horror game which caters for not only those who want the online multiplayer experience, but also single player enthusiasts, so you'll have the option of playing on a huge dedicated server, allowing you to explore the vast lands against or with real players, or play on a private server with your friends, so it's up to you. It takes place in a zombie-packed post-apocalyptic world based on Alberta, Canada, and has a play area which is huge and features a variety of areas like the wild forests and lakes of the Rockies and the once bustling city of Calgary. Now, they're using procedural generation alongside artists' controlled hand touches, meaning it will be created pretty quickly and not look repetitive. They say expect to see hordes of zombies, AI trying to survive, and other players doing whatever they want to do. So for AI, they said settlements of soldiers, bands of scavengers, or just families searching for shelter. So it's not likely that there'll just be zombies, and the occasional player that you come across, it will feel more alive and have more going on for it. Now, there are many items in the world that you can use and interact with, like vehicles, weapons, clothing. Everything is customizable, and not just in terms of paint jobs. Starting off with your character, you'll have a choice of your hair, your head, your body type, hopefully a little bit more as well. There's 50 unique melee weapons, not including the reskins or lazy edits. They will be all customizable, so you can have a barbed wire baseball bat, you can rig C4 with an alarm clock, or even strap a gun with a makeshift kitchen knife and use it as a bayonet. So there's a lot of choice. Vehicles also play a major part. You can kit out your suburban family van into a survivalist dream, as long as you've got the right materials and you've collected them all up. Now, one feature that I'm most excited for is base building. We will have the ability to find and develop our own settlements, create barricades, hook up electricity and water, and upgrade them as you go along. The lands can be farmed and cultivated, the lakes can be fished, and they say that you can live quietly in the shadows day to day, or you can settle your people around Alberta's transformers and bridges. When it comes to reclaiming buildings, say this suburban home for example, you can move furniture around, you can place lights, generators, even board up windows. You will be responsible for getting the power back up and collecting water via barrels, plus setting up your furniture however you see fit. Other buildings to reclaim will include a loot-filled industrial warehouse for those who like to customise, or a gas station and auto repair base for those who like to customise and use their vehicles. So some of the core features we can expect: it's got an in-depth medical system which tracks players' health through blood pressure, blood loss, bites, scratches and broken bones. Each individual limb and organ can track injuries, and trauma will have to be dealt with. There's a day-night cycle which never stops. The metagame system uses time of day and time of year, and yes, there will be seasons to dictate the weather, which also will dictate the actions and decisions of animals, AI and zombies. The weather is more than just a backdrop. At any time, the weather can birth heavy storms, blinding blizzards and scorching heat waves, all of which pose unique threats to your character. There's an in-depth inventory system, which they say is grid-based, jigsaw style, meaning that you have to plan and conserve. Items also vary beyond the size and quantity, like temperature and quality, meaning that items that you scavenge will often need unique planning and storage. When it comes to scavenging, every container in the world will be able to be physically opened and looted, like nightstands to vending machines, even locked up gun safes requiring a key or some other method to force a lock, and they say just don't make too much noise. They say that one of the early planned features is the electrical system, which enables you to power your whole home, opening up more gameplay options like actually turning on and off light switches and the use of power tools in aiding construction. When it comes to hunting, you'll be able to find, chase, kill and harvest fur and meat, which will aid you in, say, crafting and food gathering. As mentioned before, there's an in-depth farming system allowing you to create crops using tools found and crafted, and I'm expecting that the season and weather system will play a part in this. But they also have a metagame system, which I think is very important. It manages the loot economy, the electricity and water flowing throughout the map, trees which have been chopped down, sources of contamination and for resources, as well as the weather and the seasons. Now, there are many zombie survival games out there, as I've said, all of which feature a lot of these little mechanics. However, I cannot think of one that is set to include all of them as well as look this good, all the while being played on a map the size of 400 square kilometres. And to compare that, the Daisy Chonorus map is 225 square kilometres, so it's almost twice the size. Not to mention the inclusion of the metagame, the artist-driven procedural generation, weather, day-night cycles, seasons, base building, base defending, farming, customizing, modding. It features everything that I have always wanted in a zombie game. The developers say that they will release the tools that they use to create the game available to the modding community. They are modders themselves and they know how important mods are to sustain and grow a community. They want it to be replayable, with each session being different from the last. They want to play it as well. It's a game that they're creating a game that they want to play, which is always a good sign. They're hoping to get a polished, playable alpha version of Dead Matter on Steam in the next 6 months. They need to hire people full-time to achieve this, though. Currently, I think they've got a small team of about 3 to 4 people. So I'll see if I can grab a link on the jobs that are available. As I say, it's currently on Kickstarter, and the stretch goals, the main goal is 60,000 Canadian dollars. Currently, at this moment making this video, they're about $41,000 in, with 27 days left, so it's looking very good. When they reach $70,000, they say they want to expand the map with a new location like an abandoned underground mining complex, plus new weapons and items to complement these locations. At $85,000, they would like to include planes and trains to the already large vehicular lineup, which include cars, trucks, boats and bicycles, so things like helicopters, fixed-wing planes and trains to fortify, upgrade and defend. This will also bring train stations, heliports, airports and unique weapons, vehicles and clothing. For $120,000, they say they want to have the new sandbox inspired by Vancouver Island, which will include a new location, obviously, new weapons, new enemies, new vehicles, clothing and places to explore upon the coastal landscape, allowing you to travel between that and Alberta. And the final goal is $175,000, which will be announced if and when they reach that. Now, if you are planning to back the game, do it with caution. Remember, any Kickstarter game, only pay what you're willing and able to. If you are not 100% sure that you want to pledge, wait until it's progressed more. On the other hand, if you do pledge, good on you, and eventually if you do come across me in Alberta, don't shoot me, just give me some water, look after me, take care of me. But personally, I love the look of this Dead Matter game. It's in depth, it has a ton of features with a real sense of interaction and multiplayer, all within a zombie survival game. I cannot wait to get my hands on it, and then with friends as well, being able to play as a group. I'm sure many of you can't wait either. I have recently backed, I went for the $50 pledge, and I will be following the progress closely, bringing new videos as it progresses, and once they have something playable I will stream it, so be sure to follow me on Twitch too. The link is in the description. Let me know what your thoughts are. Is this the ultimate zombie survival game? We will see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button and like button, and I shall see you next time.